On my way to see Marcella at the Eaton Centre in Toronto to look at MAC products for her eyes. Marcella has Xanthelasma, or better known as cholesterol spots. Now, we could have treated it with Dermablend or Cinema Secrets with a fixing powder or products like that, but because she's never worn makeup before, I decided to take this approach for her while she gets used to it and it becomes easier for her and yet still be effective.
Just walked past this beautiful woman with gray hair in the Eaton Centre, and I said to myself, oh my God, I think that's Sharon Danley. And I have watched so many of her videos and loved them all, and they've been so helpful to me and meant so much to me. I had to stop her, even though she might think I'm crazy or rude, and just ask her if it was really her and tell her how much I love her. Thank you, Sharon.
I think this will be more versatile if she does get a little bit paler. I'm sorry, what's your name?
Marcella.
Marcella, perfect. I'm Jonna.
Hi, Jonna.
That takes care of everything but the lipstick, and we're going to go over to Shoppers and pick that for you. So how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel fantastic. This is so much easier than I thought it was going to be, and the results are beyond expectation. So I'm thrilled.
Excellent.
Really
Well,
thrilled.
happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Best birthday present ever. Thank you, Sharon.
We're about to purchase the number 55 Perpetual Plum and the number 110 for the highlighter, and that's all we're going to get for now.
Hi there, I'm with Marcella. We did our shopping today and she's got all kinds of great product, not a lot, but just exactly what she needs. And what we've just done is done the little lady shave with a simple little Bic razor. And
It's amazing. I wish I had done it years earlier. Years of going around with this on. It's just that alone has really made a difference.
And we did it dry, didn't have to soap up, you know, like Dad does or hubby does. Just done, right?
It's a good thing you can't see my tears.
Okay, so I'm going to use the Studio Fix. I'm going to apply it with the sponge that comes with it. And we're just going to go in downward strokes. And now that we have razored our contestant's face here, this goes on beautifully and doesn't go under any little hairs, but if that does happen, then going down, you will go over top rather than lifting it up, the hair going up underneath the hair. And our Marcella doesn't wear a lot of makeup, hasn't. This is her first adventure into the Land of Oz. And so we're making this as easy as possible for her. Now, I'm going to take a brush. Now this looks a little bit light on her, but it goes beautifully with her skin tone. We're at the end of the day, so you know, lighting isn't the best. Can you look up for me? Now I'm taking this brush from MAC and I'm going to apply it with a kind of a stipple or a drop motion rather than dragging it on. Now, in the store, we decided that she only needed the one color. It will not remove the white marks, the cholesterol marks, and close for me, please, but it will camouflage them. It will cover them over just beautifully. So that they don't look white. Okay? If you open and look right into camera, and we come in even closer, you can see the difference that that makes. Now we're going to do an eyebrow trim for her. So what we want to aim to do here is to lift up in the front, bring this up, and we're going to take away from the bottom here. Her eyes have dropped, the brow part has dropped quite a bit, but if it doesn't belong, then there's no point in having it. We can fill in afterwards. So I'm just going to play with this and get back to you in a second. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, that's okay.
The first few will be.
I've always had very bushy.
Well, it's nice to
brows.
have good, strong brows, but it's just where they're placed.
Yeah. Again, that's the Mediterranean in me.
Yeah, but that's okay.
It feels like you're taking off a lot, but I'm sure it's
No,
not.
I'm not. I'm just taking off what is needed.
Yeah. And what kind of tweezers? Is it
Just regular.
Just regular tweezers. Okay.
Yeah. then you know what you need to get too is a clear mascara to comb your eyebrows up and over with.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can just get that at Shoppers, again, made by Great Lash, just get clear. Or you can get it at the dollar store.
Okay. And that's just to keep
Comb
them...
because they need to be brushed up. It makes a
Yeah.
big difference.
It's funny because I'm more bothered by the gray ones in my eyebrows than I am in my hair.
Oh, isn't that funny?
I know. It looks so odd. It's funny because the gray in my hair, for some reason, I just... Maybe because I wear it back a lot, I just can't even think about it. So now you're doing...
I'm just covering over a bit where I've...
Okay. So this is with
the same thing.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm missing some video. Needless to say, I filled in the top part of her arch with the Brun eyeshadow and the flat-edged angled brush, and then I filled in a little bit in missing spots in the front part of her brow. Then I added a clear mascara, combing it up and over, then secured it with my finger for a few moments till it was set in place.
Okay, with the same angled brush and the same eyeshadow. I'll list it below, but I think, yeah, it's Brun, good old MAC Brun. Because she doesn't wear a lot of makeup, it isn't used to it, I'm still just going to go along her lash line here, and not in a defined way, but just fill in close to the lash line. And just make this a little bit soft. And then while I've got some in my hand, look up for me please. I'm just going to go along, well there's still a little bit left on the brush, and well maybe just add a little more. And close. Then I'm going to go back in, and I'm going to go now to the bisque color, and I'm just going to go on the center of her lid here, just because. And then underneath the brow with the regular foundation to brighten that up. And open your eyes. And we'll move in just a little bit closer, and you can see when you look at both eyes now what a difference makeup can make with just a little bit of color, proper shaping, and camouflage. It's a whole new world.
And for our second piece of missing film, I added some Great Lash black brown mascara, just 2 or 3 strokes, and that was all she needed. Next was the natural looking blush. I applied it at around like a C shape around the cheek and up into the temple, and just did it ever so lightly, and then I added a little bit to her eye just for fun if she wants to. It's a natural color and she can make it as dark or as light as she likes.
Number 55 Perpetual Plum for our contestant, and number 110 to lay over top. So let's put this on. Now she doesn't want anything too heavy, so and I'm going to as far out as I can, and I want to encourage her to go to the other side of the roll of her lip to increase the width, if you know what I mean, if I'm making any sense. I'm not at this time of the day. I need my wine. Okay, just, yeah, that's good. Now we'll just don't put your lips together yet. We'll just let that dry. Okay, so I just put the 110 in the center of her lip. We're just letting it dry. I'm going to put the gloss over top, and then we'll get on with the next step. We haven't done the other side yet, but this is her glasses that she normally wears, and you can see, even though you may have thought it might have been a little bit light on camera for her, it goes really well with her décolleté and the rest of her skin color, which is something you really do need to pay attention to. And with her glasses and her eyebrows shaped just on this one side, you can see the difference that makes in her overall look. Okay, we're going to finish the other side and then have a little toast of wine.
Again, not much of a...
Oh, no, that's great. But you know what? See, the reason I did this, their hair like this, is because it shows people a very different look.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I like it softer like this.
I like it soft as well. I guess for me, it's like just the practicality of the day-to-day, and that's
Yes,
the
I
only
know what
thing.
you mean,
Yeah.
but you know what you can do? Because she likes to wear her hair up and easy, I still think it looks better when it's a little bit softer around her face. So here's an option for her, so that it stays out of her way, is just to take the two sides, like so, and bring them back. Turn your head around just the other way a little bit more. And tie it once, turn around a bit more, and then tie it again, and you can make that as loose or as tight as you like. Pass me using these long roller pins. Put one in on each side and crisscross it, and it gives a lovely look. We are done. We're going to go live and say hi.
Hi.
Marcella's cholesterol spots around her eyes are caused from medication, and many people have this happen as they age. But with the strategic use of good makeup applied properly, it's amazing what can be done. Thanks so much, Marcella, for letting us into your world and sharing how a good makeup plan, well executed, can solve just about any problem.